Men, were you ever attracted to a woman and became unattracted when you saw her naked? No, but when I saw her dirty-ass bathroom. Bats are a little worrisome. I think having them in a specific room makes it more reasonable, as long as the room is well ventilated. The only thing that makes me do a 360 is hygiene. Dudes get joked on for their hygiene from time to time, but it's absolutely a two-way street. I worked at a swimsuit shop for 2 summers, and it wasn't the guys that made re-change rooms unusable until the Febreze kicked in. That and bottoms we just straight up had to throw out. 360 or 180? Sorry, Lowell. 180, but couldn't resist the 360 Lowell. Connect them for a full 540 and make Tony Hawk proud. Met a woman on a dating app a few years ago, right before I met my now wife. I liked her just fine. She was cute and visually appealing to me body type. Wise, short, a little chubby, long hair, had a career, and seemed a decent person. First couple dates went really well, until I went to her house for the first time. She came out and met me outside when I picked her up. We went to dinner and a show, Reverend Horton Heat featuring Unknown Henson, and it was fucking awesome. Had a great time, and she smiled and invited me tree in when we got back. Oh yeah, I thought, let's go get this. Hoarder. It took all my will just to sit down on her couch without looking nauseated. I had to step over stuff to get into the bathroom. It took me too long to work up the courage to take things to the bedroom, and it got noticeably awkward fast. I've never put a condom on so fast, while high-stepping over God only knows what to get to her bed, no less. Now that I think about it, I don't think I even took my shoes off because no way in hell I was stepping barefoot on that floor. Incredible that you still had sex, just with a condom law. For me, the hoarding would be a huge turnoff. Testosterone. Nope, we going in, son. Yes, but it was mostly about her smell. It was 2006. I was 20. Her pussy smelled like a bag of Fritos. Legit, if you blindfolded me, had her snatched next to an open bag of Fritos, I would assume you had 2 bags and wonder if you would share. I went down because I said I would, but after 3 minutes, I just couldn't take it anymore. My dick said, no fucking way, dude, flipped me the bird and played dead. I ended up with a yeast infection on my tongue for 2 weeks and had to gargle salt water and hydrogen peroxide for 2 weeks straight. 0-10. Check the smell before you commit to any activity. I wasn't aware that a yeast infection on the tongue was a risk I needed to be aware of, but thank you for your sacrifice. How did you even find out you had an infection and how to treat it? Think thrush. If it tastes like chicken, keep on licking. If it tastes like trout, get the hell out. If it smells like Frito, say adio. If it tastes like pennies, eat it like Denny's. All joking aside, even if the person you get close to doesn't have any medical or hygienic issues, it's possible that their natural odor is unappealing to you, even though we often like to think otherwise. Homo sapiens is also a species of very weird. Mammals' compatibility of body odors are indicative of whether 2 persons have a good chance of conceiving healthy offspring. I can confirm this as a woman. Some people have a smell you hate even if they just showered. The sex isn't nearly as good when compared to someone whose smell you like. Yeah, nothing quite like that special someone that has just the right scent. Chemistry isn't everything, but it's real. Respect for being honest, but goddamn, that's why it's called eating pussy, bro. You have to treat it like real food. If it smells expired, it's because it is. 39 years and I've never heard a PC called expired. This will be the one thing I remember from today. Yeah, but it was less to do with, oh God, you look awful naked, and more that when she got naked, she was so anxious, embarrassed, uncertain about sex that she started to sob and cry with full body shaking. That killed the attraction pretty quickly, as it was like, dude, you could have just said no. We haven't done anything yet. It's okay. I can go make you soup if you want. There are some women that look better when your imagination can fill in the blanks. But I wouldn't say I've been unattracted because the reality before me was not like my imagination. Soup. You offered to make soup. Man, never change. I can go make you soup if you want. Love this. Very wholesome. Nothing escalates an anxious person like a warm bowl of soup that can be ready in minutes, during which time they can compose themselves without the pressure of a witness and lets them know you're giving them space while still caring for them as opposed to making them feel abandoned if you just went in a separate room and hid out. I definitely had high anxiety about exposing my body to another person in the early days, so his description tugged at my heart. You are so right that a simple gesture like offering soup can make a huge difference. Even if sex didn't happen that time, I'd have felt more inclined to try again with him. If I were her, I saw a similar comment in here. I became not only unattracted, but absolutely shocked when I smelled her feminine odor. Clothes hadn't even come off. It smelled like something had died. Seriously. After I dropped her off, I actually wiped down the leather in my car. I actually felt really bad for her. Wasn't necessarily as bad as your story, but I recall driving home with my index finger pointing up as opposed to grabbing the steering wheel because of the smell that was stuck in my finger after having sex with her. First thing I did when I got home was wash my hands, and then wash them again, and again. I think I have to add that she didn't have a pregnant smell the moment she undressed. It was just that after fingering her, my finger a slight hint if you do fish. No, but one time I became unattracted to a woman when she shit in my bed while we were fucking eat it. Spelling my phone sucks and I don't proofread, apparently. Well, I'm officially done wearing push-up bras on dates. I took all the padding out of mine a long time ago, lol. Thin bra with nips displays push-up bra. Any day, thin bra with nips is the equivalent to men wearing gray sweats. I mean, that's kind of expected, isn't it? If you make your breasts look bigger, people will expect them to be that size. That's literally the purpose of a push-up bra, is it not? To make them look bigger. A padded bra will increase the perceived cup size. A push-up bra will affect the positioning. Some bras are both padded and push-up. If you have wide-set breasts, or at least wider than average, push-up bras that achieve the effect through boning and cut instead of just padding tend to give better support on the sides and higher comfort. An annoying amount of research is behind every well-fitted bra. Annoyingly, my breasts are so wide set that even basic t-shirt bras have a push-up effect on me. As in, compared to my naked appearance, I look like I have a normal, average chest. Then I take my bra off and it's like realizing two positive charge magnets from a harness as everything just springs sideways. I've always been so self-conscious that people judge me when I get naked. It's not that I'm purposefully trying to make them look way better when clothed. It's that bras aren't designed for east-west breasts. And it's also a lot more practical to strap them up so you're not catching your nipples in your armpits when moving your body around. Positive charge magnets made me chuckle, but east-west breasts made me die. You really have a way with words. Yeah, I was good to go until I saw the several large Disney tattoos. One man's trash. Can stay in Orlando. Not really. Extrapolation is one of my strengths. And shout out to the women cautiously scrolling through this thread. Remember, there's no orthodoxy for every comment you read on here. Another man will think the exact opposite of that, so don't take these posts to heart too much if they seem to apply to you. As a woman cautiously scrolling, hoping I don't recognize a story that might have involved me, this was very comforting to read. Thank you, kind stranger. It's mostly a woman's desire for me that makes them physically attractive in a sexual situation. We all have preferences, but 75 of men aren't going to be turned away from things you might find are unattractive. Remember, you're always your own worst critic. More stories on the channel. RedStore.